I'm a founder and director of Causeway, Ireland-Scotland Business Exchange, set up in 2016 to connect business on both sides of the Irish Sea. As you can probably tell from my accent, I'm a Northern Irishman. I was raised in Belfast and studied at Queen's. I'm an architect and urban designer and have been based in Edinburgh for over 25 years. And I love visiting Dublin. So Causeway covers 3 places very close to my heart. My day job is running an architectural practice, Smith Scott Mullen, since 1995, and I've been involved in the design and regeneration of many neighbourhoods, particularly in Stirling and Edinburgh. Some of the business connections that I've made through Causeway have led to a master planning major regeneration in West Lothian, and also setting up a business partnership with a German company on off-site manufacturing process, neither of which have any link to Ireland, which just goes to show the benefits of good networking. So you never quite know where it's going to take you. In 2016, a group of business people came together. So we felt there was a huge opportunity to turn close historical and cultural ties between Ireland and Scotland into even closer economic and business ties. As countries, we have a huge amount in common. Our markets are the same, our people are very similar, and we have a rich and shared culture and history. We sought therefore to create a forum which made it easier to do business together. That forum is Causeway. The strength of the Causeway project and proposition is its simplicity. We are not trying to be something we are not, or to duplicate something that already exists. So the objectives of Causeway are to facilitate better connectivity, communication, cooperation and collaboration between business in Ireland and Scotland, to provide a forum to assist entrepreneurs and companies operating or seeking to operate in Ireland or Scotland, and to form a two-way platform for engagement between business and the Irish and Scottish governments. Causeway is focused on providing opportunities for business people to make connections and to exchange knowledge, information and opportunities. That exchange essentially happens in 3 ways. The first is our events program. We have a wide range of events, which can be a small roundtable discussion, 10 to 12 people from a specific sector, often with politicians or senior industry representatives involved. We also have much larger events, such as our annual awards night, the most recent of which took place in 2019 in Glasgow's Kelvingrove Gallery. It's government ministers, local councillors, and 400 business people in a fabulous setting. Our second way is through our website. This is the operational base of the organisation. There's a members only section where you can upload your business profile and see information on other members. There's a members forum and the opportunity to make direct connections with other members. And the third is connections to connections. I might not know someone, but I know someone who might. Having been away from Ireland for a number of years, I'm still very conscious of the inherent enthusiasm to make connections. That series of questions when you first meet someone. Which part of Belfast are you from? Was your dad the head teacher of such and such a school? Did you work with so and so? Could you introduce me to somebody? Slowly but surely, some connection, however tenuous, is established. Causeway members are keen to have these conversations and to make these business connections. It is a people process where conversation allows us to meet, like, know, and trust somebody. Pre-COVID, we delivered over 50 events across a wide range of areas, from renewable energy to financial services to tech and innovation. Over 500 businesses and 2,000 people benefited from these events. Now, you might find this hard to believe, but I don't particularly like networking events, nor do I think I'm particularly good at it. At Causeway, USP is that we work really hard on the atmosphere of our events, the welcome at the door, actively introducing people, creating an event where it is easy to talk to people and where people are open for the conversations. Our members have been involved in a series of meetings with ministers and ambassadors from both countries and developed a range of new important partnerships that help deliver their business objectives. There is no doubt that the pandemic has provided many challenges and opportunities. With online events, it's so much easier to have people attending from from Galway to Shetland and via Newry. We have held 22 events since April 2020, with approximately 840 people attending. And these events have covered a wide range of topics and are interactive with breakout rooms of 5 or 6 people, where you get the chance to meet new people and introduce your business, as close as we can make it to meeting at a real live event. We are being optimistic and have our 2021 awards night booked for the 7th of October in the Assembly Rooms in Edinburgh. This is a great opportunity for business to get profile from being nominated or even winning an award. So moving on to some of the gory details. Causeway is a limited company, but it's not for profit. It has a board of directors, 6 people, and a management board of 12 people, including the directors. And that involves a wide range of people. We have Judith O'Leary from Represent, a PR and digital agency, and we have Martin Tagney from Celtic Renewables. And they use whiskey byproducts to make a biofuel. We have staff in the form of an events and communication manager, Aoife O'Sullivan, and a business development manager, Megan Harkin. The legal board and the management board are all volunteers. So we do this for the business benefit that it brings to us. We are funded by the Scotland Hub of the Scottish Government, which is based in Dublin, and also by the Irish Government ESP programme. We're also funded by our member subscriptions and event sponsorship. We work with a variety of other organisations, but most notably, we have a joint membership affiliation with the British Irish Trade Alliance, BITA, which allows people to be a member of both Causeway and BITA, the single membership application. In terms of Causeway in Northern Ireland, whether it's a law or business students in Dundee or Heriot-Watt universities, or senior executives in Ulster Bank and RBS, you're never far away from someone from Northern Ireland in Scotland and vice versa. We held a dinner in Belfast back in September 2018, kindly hosted by Ulster Bank, to talk to senior business leaders about the value of Causeway and what it could contribute for Northern Ireland. We had 20 people in the Ulster Bank top floor dining room overlooking Belfast City Hall, which was very dramatic, and I asked people just to introduce themselves. The first person was quite particular in mentioning her links to Scotland, and everyone else decided to follow her lead, which led to some very entertaining stories and some fairly tenuous connections about someone's brother's girlfriend who happened to live in Falkirk. But totally by chance, this illustrated the strength of the connection. Causeway in Northern Ireland was formally launched in November 2018 in Belfast City Hall. The event was sponsored by Belfast City Council, Belfast Harbour and the Doyle Shipping Group. It was an impressive guest list of approximately 120 people, with organisations such as Lockton Insurance, Jacobs Engineering and the McAvoy Group, all in attendance and probably reflected an enthusiasm for a sociable evening with some free wine. And from my point of view, it was great to introduce the Scottish Causeway team to Belfast. We are working closely with Invest NI, who are corporate members of Enterprise Ireland and Scottish Development International. And we've been having ongoing discussions with Intertrade Ireland, Co-Innovate, and the Northern Ireland Chambers of Commerce. We have a number of NI business members, such as McLanion of the Dual Digital Solutions and Scott King of Pinnacle Growth Group. We are very conscious of the importance of Brexit to all businesses in the coming years. Northern Ireland finds itself in a very particular situation. No matter how this pans out and whatever your particular views on the politics, business will continue as it always has. In the context of our changing relationship with Europe, there's a new imperative for ever closer relationships between Scotland, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, what I like to call the Causeway Corridor. Pre-COVID, we held a very good breakfast meeting in Belfast Harbour Office, another dramatic building in Belfast, on accessing the public sector market in Scotland, with presentations from Mark McBride and also David Gray of AMBid, detailed conversations on how the formal process and approach to submissions. Martin McBride of Envision, who lives in Donegal works in Belfast and provides services to clients in Scotland. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying he used to spend more than half of his life living out of a suitcase, and now does the majority of his business from home in Donegal. He now sits on the management board of Causeway, and this situation reflects the opportunities of new ways of working. Martin recently hosted an event exporting and trading across the Irish Sea. This online panel discussion brought together leading exporters from remote regions of Ireland and Scotland to share their insights and experiences of trading from peripheral regions across the Irish Sea and around the world. And Scott King of Pinnacle Growth, Northern Ireland, recently presented at a Priority Software UK event, along with the convener of Causeway, about using technology in a remote world. And he spoke about his experiences and the work he does with clients in Northern Ireland and GB. It's a great example of collaboration between Causeway members, which is beneficial to all parties. Scotland is an easy first step in the export experience for business from Northern Ireland. So if you're thinking expanding your business, then I suggest a membership of Causeway is an excellent and not very expensive way to start. We have 3 categories: corporate, individual, and young professional. As a member, you will meet business people who have already embarked on the export journey, who can suggest other people or businesses that can help you, people that will give you an insight into the government and statutory context, and people you can collaborate with to ease the process. All the relevant information on Causeway and on our membership is on our website, and you can just join online. I very much enjoyed the business connection to Northern Ireland, and completely unexpectedly, my son moved to Belfast at the start of 2020 to work for a software development company, headquartered in Belfast, providing services to companies in New York, Japan, London. And he's currently working for a French bank out of his bedroom in Edinburgh, such as the world we are living in. I look forward to meeting some of you at future Causeway events over the next few years.